When Ayumi and I were first researching this topic, there's really tons of solutions that we came across from different people. On one side, you have kind of the greenies, as they're called, who are just calling for renewable energy but don't have any real kind of solutions to the problem, besides the government funding more and more. And then on the other side, you have the business people who are really pushing for businesses in renewable energy. And here in the middle, you have the governments who aren't quite sure what to do, and then also the scientists who are coming up with more solutions and more technological advances. And what we kind of decided on is that the scientific community is really the answer to this one. This is much more of a scientific entrepreneurial type movement. And with that, there's no one key answer. So right now, what's basically stopping renewable energy from taking a strong hold in the United States in particular is lack of technology. One of the things that we're worried about right now is that when you have solar panels at night, they're not producing any solar. So you want, you want your electricity at night to fund your lights, your electricity for all your appliances, your air conditioning, your heater. Where are you going to get that? Right now we still have to burn fuel because we don't have a way to store the energy that we make during the day with these solar panels, and we don't have batteries big enough to store this energy for future usage. Also, we're looking at opportunities in the developing world to decrease our carbon footprint and decrease carbon footprints before they even have the chance to grow. Like I was talking about earlier with Irina's work in Africa, all of these different villages that are not yet tied to the grid really are places to implement solar and wind technologies right now, because they're not necessarily in the villages looking for something that's going to be electricity that will be available 24/7. If they have it at certain times of the day, for now, that's good enough. It's still better than what they have right now, which is no energy. As far as the United States goes, the main solution that Ayumi and I were able to come up with was a modest carbon tax on companies that would basically tax their carbon emissions and use that revenue to go to different organizations, that is laboratories and institutes that focus primarily on renewable energy research. That very small tax would not hurt companies because the last thing you want to do right now is hurt jobs, of course, in the economy, and that the money produced would be enough to fund a real scientific push that would be able to address these different issues that I talked about just a minute ago, involving renewable energy systems and making them a viable and cheaper option for Americans.